All right. Ready? Everybody good? Comfy? Yo. Welcome to the Dad Group Project, episode 4, wins and losses. And you got a complete staff. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. 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 You get yourself together. You got to get yourself together.
I had a Snoop Dogg moment. You feel me? It's the real one. You feel me?
Here we go, Eddie Kane Jr. Y'all ain't that without Eddie Kane.
Hey, check me out though. You feel me? Yeah, it was the real one.
But we glad to have you back.
Oh man, listen, man. I tell you, man.
We glad to have you. Happy belated.
Right, how was your birthday?
Happy belated.
Thank you.
Mine. Man, much love to everybody that showed me love on my B-Day, man. Much love to all y'all, man. I appreciate it.
Sure,
mine too, because I felt super loved.
Right,
I was 24 and a half.
Did y'all see the post Marcus posted for me?
I did.
Man, that shit was so dope. I texted him, I said, bro, you got all my good pictures. Thank you.
My dog.
My post better be the truth. Next, listen. It better be true.
Hey, look,
I was like, damn, I got the top.
Pre-record.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Just the phone call.
Definitely.
More or less than the post. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the phone call much more.
It's more
you know
personal.
what I'm saying? Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know. You know what I'm saying?
We care.
Somebody really love you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you got them just
Right.
like because anybody can just send you a shout out. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But you could have just hit my phone anyway. You feel me? I would have appreciated that more. You know what I mean? But we need to hear no there. And I thank everybody who
Let's
did
go.
Everybody.
all of it. You know what I'm saying? It's all greatly appreciated. Thank you very much.
I'm glad
Very
Virgo
much.
season
All
coming.
love.
It's over now.
Oh,
This episode
man.
drops after Virgo season. We in Libra season right now.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I can't wait to the Virgo season over with either, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's like every day.
It's a lot.
Party,
Right. It's a lot.
Like
It's a lot.
there's a lot of people I know, like, and it's just like I just been partying since the first, bro.
It's the
You can
first.
turn-
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I've been like,
You gotta be a little turned up for my birthday, man. I'm thinking about throwing a cookout, man. Everybody pull up, throw something on the grill. I'm thinking about like,
man,
just doing something
I just
small.
been having fun, man. Cause I've been down with this surgery, man. Listen, I've been down for a few years, like I like with no air, so I'm super excited to be out, be alive. You know what I'm saying?
Buddy
Right.
Green.
You feel me?
Wins and losses. What made that be the episode? 'Cause I remember the Facebook post because I felt like you had something to say, man. Tell them what the post said. For y'all that didn't hear what my man said.
It was just like just speaking in general. You know what I'm saying? Just letting people know, like, you know what I'm saying. Every win ain't a win. You feel me? And every loss ain't an L. You know what I'm saying? So like, and it was like, to me when I heard it, like, boom, it was touching, and it was kind of self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes you win, but at what cost?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything has a cost.
Like, at what cost?
Right.
You know
Like,
what I'm saying?
what did you
Like,
have to do to get that win?
Right. Was it worth it?
Right.
But then in the losses, though, I feel like I learned the most in my losses. So I agree.
was gonna say, I feel like some losses are learning lesson.
You have to take them.
Right. That's why I said every loss ain't an L.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Just because you lose something don't mean you lost.
Right.
But I feel like everybody trying to thought really not like that. You have to think like that. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to get through that, in order for you to push through that, you have to have that mindset. Because if not, you gonna fuck yourself up.
Period. Do you think there's more losses or wins in life? I feel like there's more losses because you need those to humble you and to guide you in the direction.
There are lessons. There are lessons along the way.
You
know what I'm saying?
those.
Along the way, it's to me, I look at life like an obstacle course. Most of us do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's humps and jumps. You got to run around this and loops.
It ain't no straight.
There's never just point A to point B. It's always something in the way. You see what I'm saying? A hurdle. You see what I'm saying? Something that you got to get over or get around. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it's just, at some points in life, you see what I'm saying? We all go through those hurdles.
Definitely.
And twists and turns. You see what I'm saying?
Who you telling?
But most of us learn something from going through those hurdles and twists and turns.
You better.
You see what I'm saying?
You better.
I ain't gonna say everybody. You know what I'm saying?
It's
But
true.
I mean, it's you can see it. Everybody, you know what I mean? But most of us learn.
You better learn. Like Mike just said, you better
Figure
learn.
that shit out.
You better learn.
Because I feel like what is growth without a loss?
Right.
you have to lose, just like trees. I mean, trees do it every day. They blossom in the summer, in the spring, and they flourish in the summer, and then come fall, they get a little tangible, and then come that cold winter, them leaves fall. But please believe when the spring come back around again,
they'll be back.
And I feel like us as people, we need to keep that same mentality. But it's hard to though, because life sucks sometimes.
That's when embracing the things that you lose or the things
you
that
have to know how to do that though.
You gotta know how to lose.
If not, you will lose yourself within that loss. You become depressed, sad, all type of stuff.
Okay, just say you lose $300.
Oh, I'm about to be somebody.
Cash money. You lost 300. You ain't gonna jump off the motherfucking bridge down. You're gonna be mad at. It's like
you're gonna be mad at yourself.
I definitely threw my phone.
Saying? Like, damn, 300 fuck. You see what I'm saying? So you always, but you'll be like, man. Probably tomorrow, you still gonna be like, damn, boy, I lost that 300, but you gonna be like, man, fuck that 300.
You don't get it back.
Cause when people lose money or I find money, I feel like that's somebody else's blessing, honestly. I mean, that's just my train of thought.
You see what I'm saying?
Because you could be anywhere. And walking past, you might see $20 on the ground. Oh, God, man, for me to see that, that's fine. Thank you.
God is good.
But I feel like that's somebody else's blessing. Or maybe, hell, it wasn't meant for me to have.
Somebody needed it more
the same way you felt like it was a blessing when you found that 30 or 20.
Because you never know. You might have been down and hurt. Might have needed some change or something.
300. Oh, thank you, Lord.
Right, I'm telling you. Like,
300, shit.
I rolled up to the ATM one day.
Look.
I rolled up to the ATM one day. I think I was getting a little 20 out. It was a 20 I read it down in the thing. I said, oh, thank you.
Look at Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Jesus ain't working for me.
That was a little dud.
It was a 20.
Over find that 300. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But at the same time, you just get you eventually get past that. You see what I'm saying? And that's about anything in life. You see what I'm saying? And quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? Most motherfuckers value money the most. You see what I'm saying? So goddamn, you lose some money, you know what I mean? Ooh, you'll be like, well, fuck it. You see what I'm saying? When we lose people, we learn to cope with it and continue to go on. You see what I'm saying? Exactly, because you're put into a situation where you have no choice.
I'm still missing my granny.
And you have no choice. Like you
to deal with it emotionally.
Have to find some way to deal with it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So don't say, you know what I'm saying, is we can't move on after taking losses, or you got to be built a certain kind of way after you take a L. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying?
You have to do it better for yourself
every day.
Right.
See what I'm saying? We take losses every day. It's just according to how you recover
stuff don't
from
always
those
go
losses.
how you plan it. You know what I'm saying? Like I planned on being married by 23. Now it's looking real 50-ish or real never-ish. But I mean, that was just the train of thought I had when I was like in high school. I'm be married by 23, 25. I'm having my first kid. No. Life did not play out like that for me.
Is it still stepdaddy season?
It's still stepdaddy season. I'm still looking. Inbox is open. Anyway.
Ain't no way.
Put it down, Rod. That ain't for you today. That we are. Look, I'm trying to tell you something. Get off me.
So just the real one.
So can I ask some personal questions?
Sure.
Because I feel like that last episode I buried my soul. But thank you guys for being there for me in the father's pain. Like shout out to TDGP Studios. Shout out to
and it was crazy. It was crazy because like I was just what I'm saying, coming in. I was behind the scenes, just watching it from afar. You see what I'm saying? And like I felt that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
But I also wanted to let you know what I'm saying, as a man and as a brother. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, you inspired me.
Appreciate it.
Even with bigger, I have bigger grown kids, but still, you inspired me as a man. You know what I'm saying? As a father. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what we need. That's what we need.
You know what I'm saying? To see the way you be going, like with the kids, like you know what I'm saying, and they small kids too. So I definitely salute you, brother.
I appreciate
both of y'all. I salute both of y'all. I love the example. I love the love, and I love the example.
Man, Kayla May, First Lady Dad Group Project. I told her. So we getting personal. What is your biggest loss that taught you your best lesson? One more time. Ooh. Your biggest loss. I'm talking about something that upset your spinal system, but it helped guide you to something bigger and better, and it changed the journey for the better. Like you had to go through that to get to where you was trying to get to. Anybody go first? Anybody? I definitely want to hear Kayla's, but I low key want to hear Rah's because I know what Rah going. This the one for Rah.
I know it's easy for me.
Let's talk about it.
Losing time, like you know what I mean. Losing time, like for my family and like my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like shit that you can't never replace. You see what I'm saying?
Time is everything.
And like, man, you know that was my biggest L. But like, still, I learned from.
What did you learn from that L? What did that lesson? What did that loss? What lesson did that loss teach you? Excuse me.
Well, first it taught me that like shit, life is. It can change it can change at any minute.
Life
you know
is
what I'm
really
saying?
precious.
With the decisions that you make.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it taught me that like when you got people looking up to you and depending on you, you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And you got to make sure you put yourself in situations where you be there for them.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And what I was doing and how I was moving, you know what I mean? We're in the best situation to be putting them in. You see what I'm saying? Because at any minute, you know what I'm saying? I can share anything. You know what I mean?
Right. It could just change.
Right.
So you can't be out here playing crash dummy.
So like
I would have family.
Like, learning that, you know what I mean? They meant more to me than goddamn just being able to get any amount of dollar. You see what I'm saying? And like, this.
Are you thankful? Are you thankful for that lesson?
Very.
Like, and I think that's growth there. That's growth, bro.
Because
that's growth.
I mean, like I say, like shit, you know, like man, this is my job. You feel what I'm saying? Shit, and when I ain't here, or when I'm, you know what I mean, moving late, you know what I mean? It's got a purpose and it's got a reason. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Shit, like, you know, like being with my kid, like shit, I wasn't. You know what I mean? Being with my grandson, watching him play in the morning.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Can't get that back. That's a moment.
Priceless, bro. You feel me? Like, shit, we're going to be able to shoot another episode or two. I ain't going to never be able to, like, he ain't going to never be 8 again. You feel me? So, you know, like, you know, that's what
I commend you for your role as a grandfather. Like, that's I haven't got to that role yet. You've been like, you know, my oldest is 10, so I'm still going through the birds and the bees conversation. We can get ready for that.
Because, like, my son, TP on Flow, bitch, shouts out, son. I see
Flow,
you, baby.
Let's go cross that
like,
line.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like he moved away. You know what I'm saying? Like his mom moved away. Like my son was like my grandson age. You feel me? Like, and I ain't never get to like that football shit. I ain't get to, you know what I'm saying, put my stamp on him. And as an athlete, you feel me? Check the record books, nigga.
Hey.
Greenville High's finest, nigga, football and basketball.
Neighborhood heroes out here.
A1 sauce. Promise you. Any nigga that played with me or played around me, know goddamn, I was about that. You know what I mean? Shit, from Winnie the Butler all the way up. Nigga know what it was with me. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I got that
somebody dropped that footage. I want to see that footage.
I'm telling you, we're gonna look it up. We're gonna come up with that too. That's one of my missions for this season right here, to have some footage for y'all from goddamn that throwback. You know what I'm talking about?
That Rah Rah
let them see that real shit. You know what I mean?
Sis, what is the biggest lesson from one of your biggest losses?
Honestly, like I've lost a lot of materialistic stuff, like apartments, cars, stuff like that. I feel like mine is more so on the financial end. I wasn't taught finances growing up, so I was just out here blowing money. I done came across, me being as young as I am, I done came across a lot of money and I done fumbled a lot. I feel like I should be a lot farther in life, you know, if I had a stable financial situation.
If you knew better.
Yeah, if I knew better, I would have done better. Trust me. So that I'm in the process now of correcting my wrongs now. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like those are my losses, right? Nobody taught me that, so I'm learning this shit. I gotta fix it, so I can provide a better situation for me and my son.
And you can teach him the lessons that you
really, it's the credit. You know what I'm saying?
Please talk to everybody about your credit.
Because I definitely was not taught credit. I was taught to don't get a credit card. Don't get a credit card. That's what was beating into my head. But like as far as like paying your stuff on time, no, like I seen my mama rob Peter to pay Paul.
That's how,
you know what I'm saying? She was a single mother with 2 kids. So I saw her rob Peter to pay Paul. And by God, like that's what I had to go through.
And that's what you kind of
working 2 jobs, being a single parent, like that's what I had to go through.
Yeah,
so now
I watched Peter get that new 22 Cadillac too. Good credit.
Let's go.
So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working on.
So don't think it's, you know what I mean?
Sweet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. For real.
But you're thankful
And
for
then
that.
I am thankful for that because what my thing was, my mother worked all the time. All the time. And you know, growing up, we look at trying to have a relationship with our kids. They don't look at it like that. It's like I'm going to work to take care of you. Like I have to provide for you. I get that. I totally understand it. But as a teenager, growing up, I wish I had a better relationship with my mother. You know what I'm saying? I raising my son, I feel like I wanted to change that. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to change that. Like I want him to come talk to me about stuff. So being there for my child was more important to me. Granted, you know, I had a backbone. But my thing was like I would sacrifice shit to get him out of a bad situation or get him out of a situation that I didn't like. I would sacrifice shit. Like I quit my job for the simple fact I didn't like where he was going. I didn't like where somebody was babysitting him at. I didn't like what they had going on over there. So I'm like, nah, I'm finna get my child out of this situation. So fuck this job. My child more important to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see my child in no bad situation or nothing happen to him. Let me get him out from over there.
Right. I can respect that.
So how many kids? Do you have any siblings?
I have one sister. Just us two.
Shit. So just imagine if it was like 4 of y'all.
I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like
that's what I'm saying. Like
it's only so much attention. You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And like when you the sole provider.
And so now, now that I'm an adult, I understand. Now, I get it. But at the same time, like I said, I still try to balance that. You know, mama gotta work, mama gotta provide, but still know I'm doing this for us.
Right.
I'm doing this to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still here. I'm still parent. I'm still mama.
See, that's the thing about it. Like in my situation, like I used to be like, okay, like damn, I knew she couldn't get off to come to the games and shit because she worked second shift. You feel me? I was like, shit. So fuck it. Like, you know, my thing was to try to put her in the best situation.
But you said that though, where you had to work in that position.
Like, you feel what I'm saying? So that was my motivation. Like, shit, when they gave me the ball, I ain't think about nothing but goddamn get my mama a new house. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm juking and goddamn I'm worried on everything. Shit, that was my motivation. You see what I'm saying? So she could be at the game. She didn't have to worry about going nowhere. So when it was time for me to show, she could always be there versus somebody always having to goddamn tell her how good I really was.
She could be a part of it.
And she couldn't see it because she always had the goddamn, you feel me, because it was just her.
And y'all hear me say that all the time. When my son get old enough to understand, I pray to God he have that same type of respect for me. Like, damn, my mama busted her ass. She made shit happen. And I'm grateful for that. I tell him all the time, look, bro, look around you. Who you got? Who here?
Yeah, it shows.
Especially when he started cutting up shit. Who here? Come on now. Who here?
You don't gotta tell him.
Right.
You see
but it shows.
Right. And you know, I provide. I show up. I show out for you.
Everything.
That boy think I'm Big Bang Hank now because I do stuff. I do too much.
Right.
And I'm saying he's straight though. He's straight though. We good. We straight. I'm getting it. I'm trying to, you know, better myself so I can be better for him.
For me, my biggest.
What was?
We about to go somewhere. Stop me. Excuse me.
We're gonna flip it around a little bit on you. I want to know your biggest. I want to know what was your biggest win. You know what I'm saying? Life.
Me?
You. Like you.
Me? Like I said, for me.
For sure. Like, what was your biggest win? Like, what was your biggest accomplishment thus far? You feel what I'm saying in life? Like, what was your biggest accomplishment? You know what I'm saying?
We know you're gonna say being a father. But we know that.
You did that 8 times over.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Times 8.
No, something for you.
So like, yeah,
something for you.
Like
the Dad Group Project.
Okay.
For me, my biggest win was being able to have a dream in my 30s. Because like when I was younger, like I said, I'm 32 now. I've had kids like every 18 months. So the only way I knew to go get money was to go get it corporately. When I met Rah, I was just starting my journey. Man, I've been all over the place. Kentucky, Tennessee, Atlanta, Mississippi, just trying to make more money for them. And it was like, I had to choose between money and time. And I felt like I can't give them the financial right now, but the time I can. And it was like the Dad Group Project really like honed it all together. I'm so proud of this. You know, I remember just making the call, like, y'all want to do a podcast. You remember that? That was 7 months ago. And it's like to see you guys come to work, most of the time. And to see what we've done and see who the people we've touched and the people that listen to us, I'm like just so proud of this. Like every time I be in here, I just be captivated by the moment because this is a win for me. Just seeing you guys in the positions you're in, trying to help me feed my colossal gang of individuals. I'm proud of this. This is my biggest win right here. The Dad Group Project, for sure, for sure. That would be my biggest win.
Much respect and glad to be
Thank
a
you,
part
thank
of
you.
it.
I know, right?
Yo,
Now-
I mean, this.
Now, what was your biggest?
My biggest loss.
Yeah.
I've had so many. I get my
know,
ass
right?
whooped like 3 times a year. Nah, my biggest L, to be completely honest, is when my grandma died. I feel like my grandmother died in 2002. God rest Mary Sue Bellamy. God rest Alice Madison. God rest Louise Pickens. I lost 3 grandmas like back to back to back. And this was at 12, 13, and 14. And I feel like as a man, I never recovered because my grandmother's was my everything. Like that was like, I had big mamas. I had 3 of them. I mean, my grandma Alice was as big as this right here, but she was a big mama, you feel me? And it was like when they died, I felt like I never recovered from that. I feel like I'm still trying to contemplate with that because a lot of stuff they raised me to be and the man I'm supposed to be, I have skewed away from that by far. You know, so it's like for me, that's the biggest loss I ever lost was the people that made me a man. There's no disrespect to Kathy Bellamy and Charles Pickens and nobody else, but my grandma is what honed me to be at least somewhat decent, you know. So for me,
Man,
that's
shout out
my
to the
biggest loss.
grandmas. If you
My
still
big
have
mamas.
your grandparents, love on them.
For real.
'Cause
Hey,
my grandmas died when I was 2.
oh my
so
God.
I didn't get to grow up with them. I grew up with my great grandmas. But by the time, great grandmas, they sitting down now. They not out with you or going out to eat with you or Christmas shopping. And I mean, all this other type of stuff. Like I didn't get that. Like I said, both my grandmas passed away when I was 2. I just had my great grandmas.
I love that for my kids though, because they got like grand total when it comes to grandmas, man, they got like 7 grandmas that are current, that are like hands on. These women are locked in. Shout out to Bellamy Brat's grandmas and the granddaddies. But yeah, that's my loss.
So older people, like I love them to death. Like I'm so patient with them because that's something
They are
I
a
wish
blessing.
I had. You know what I'm saying?
To this day.
I got no sis. What's your biggest win thus far?
My biggest win.
Let's go.
My big, I probably football game for real. For real.
Show it off.
I seen a change within myself, and that change within myself, I know I can help shape other people's minds about themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm all for self-love and supporting and growth and all that stuff. So it's gonna be big, and I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I feel it. Like I said,
just keep working. You gotta
And I
keep grinding,
am.
though. You definitely gotta keep grinding.
I am.
It's gonna be as big as you, man. It's gonna be as big as your grind.
Big facts.
Like I say, I changed, and I feel like I said last episode, like I feel like I am a forefront for other people like me, or people that have gone through things for me.
You're a leader.
You know what I'm saying? With me, so I'm all for it.
Let's
I feel
go.
like football game is my biggest win
Y'all come shop.
because it is. I learned stuff about myself, and I'm still learning to love myself, and I feel like I love myself a whole lot more now. So yeah, game my biggest win.
What about you, bro?
Well, man, I got a few wins, like
Big one.
but
You can close it out. You can close it. Yeah, close us out with a big one.
biggest.
Drop that bit.
The biggest.
Let's go.
Man, like making it out on my accident. I had a few years back.
I remember that.
Like it was definitely life changing. Like I've been depressed. You feel me? Like emotionally distraught. Like for real. You feel me? Like and just like being able to pick my arm up again. Like
Right. You still here. You're about to green.
like, right. You feel me? Like to be living. And, I just it's man the biggest win, bro. Like just still being able to get my kid to his games and on Saturday. You feel me? That's just the joy of being able to be a granddad and
That's
saying,
cool.
to be a dad. Like you feel me?
Shout out to the pops.
You feel what I'm saying? So like that's just the biggest win of all.
Life.
Just, being
Period.
alive. Like you feel me? And, like being thankful for what I had to go through, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a long, it was definitely a long rehab. It was a long struggle. Like shit, wake up tomorrow and you like basically handicapped.
Make you be thankful for what you
telling you,
have.
people need to be
moving
thankful
around.
and grateful because
You know
I know a
what
lot
I'm
of people
saying?
who complain
Like,
about
you go to
stuff.
sleep like the day you go to sleep fully healthy, and then wake up tomorrow and like one of your limbs like,
Don't work.
Don't work.
like completely.
Right.
You feel me? Like so, like you know what I mean. It was a major journey. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of hard work. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still going through it. You feel what I'm saying? But like, just being able to tell somebody else. You see what I'm saying? Like,
You know, tell the
you know,
story.
my story. You feel what
Right.
I'm saying? And what I've been through. You know what I mean? And like, it ain't all. Yeah, you see me, I be on my shit. You feel me? But like
Behind the scenes, it's something else.
right,
You don't know what a man going through.
yeah, I had to get there. I had to
Right.
grow to get there. You feel what I'm saying? Like, just I had to build all that back. You know what I mean? Like, man, I got a scar for life. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like.
But the bounce back is here. I mean, you still standing, you still functioning, you still doing your thing. So
For sure.
God is good at all times.
All the time, God is good.
Sure.
But that's my biggest.
Hey, we take it
my
life.
Dub, you know what I'm saying? And being here with y'all again.
Hey,
So
yo.
Y'all know we gonna keep winning. You gonna keep praying, and we gonna
push
keep
through
winning.
that. Push
Learn
through
from
that.
your losses, and every win is not a win. Look
Just
at what
think,
it costs.
Just think, like if God took it from you, it wasn't meant for you to have.
You ain't supposed to have that. He's got something better for you.
He can get it to you. If you lost it, it wasn't meant for you. It wasn't yours.
Wasn't yours
It
to
was
have.
right. It was not yours.
So with that being said, maybe we're gonna round it out. Thank you for coming to episode 4, wins and losses, man. That's a good topic, bro. You getting good at this podcast, shit, man. You starting to come have a little voice of the coach and shit. Man, y'all look out for us on My Favorite Cousins podcast. We will be on the Come Up Radio podcast. The Dad Group Project got a bunch of stuff rocking. So, you want to be a guest, you got something to promote. You want to, get it out here. We are here for the community, by the community. Real talk for real folks. More love, more life, man. Y'all stay well, stay up.
Peace.
Let's go. I gotta get this